Hey there, Heath Drusen, host of BSPR's Extremely American podcast. I'll be giving 2 Treasure Valley talks on Christian nationalism this month as part of the More You Know series. The first is July 28th at Congregation Ahaveth Beth Israel in Boise from 7 to 8:30 p.m. The second is July 29th at the College of Idaho's Jewett Auditorium in Caldwell from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Both are free and open to the public and will leave plenty of time for your questions. I hope to see you there.
More Idaho Matters now from the studios of Boise State Public Radio News. I'm Gemma Gaudet. Ironman returns to Boise this Saturday. Came back last year after being away for a decade. Our very own George Prentice sat down with race director Jason Rashad. So let's take a listen to that conversation.
Up top, this is called Ironman 70.3. Can we assume that's based on the distance of the race?
Correct. The Ironman 70.3 stands for the 70.3 miles our athletes will be doing.
Give us some numbers as far as how many athletes are competing.
This year we have a pro field of about 100 athletes, and that's male and female, and they'll be racing in our Oman Pro Series. So they'll be out there leading the pack, and then behind them we'll have about 1,500 age group athletes out there trying to get their spots for the world champs.
That's stunning. When we talk about pros, these are the best in the world, right? That go to different Ironmans across the planet.
That's correct, and it's an international crowd as well. So we have people from all over the world coming here to Boise.
Walk us through the course. Paint us a word picture. Things start at Lucky Peak, yes?
Right. So come Saturday, our athletes will be heading to Julia Davis around 3:30 in the morning to catch shuttles up to Lucky Peak. Around 6:25, we will have our first pros enter the water and start the race.
Wow.
From that point, the athletes have a 1.2-mile swim, and that's out and back at Barclay Bay. So for anyone who's looking to go boating next weekend, boat access will be closed until noon at least.
Okay, next is cycling.
Right. So after that, the athletes will get on their bikes in the transition and head down Highway 21 to Gowan, and then they'll just be doing about 50 miles of riding south of the airport there.
Talk to us about the run. That's what, about 12 miles along the Greenbelt?
13.1 actually. So it's pretty great. Boise's fortunate to have quite a shaded course for our athletes. So it should be awesome for their experience. And yes, they do 2 laps. So they'll go down to the Americana Bridge and then to the Red Bridge where all the locals love to jump.
Jason, what can fans expect, especially down at Julia Davis Park?
So the fans are going to have quite the experience because typically with a 2-loop run course, you get to see your athlete the most. And just from last year alone, the energy with the rafters in the river and the runners doing their laps and just all the spectators that came out to cheer on the athletes. I know at some points in Julia Davis, it was really hard to get around just from all the people there enjoying the atmosphere.
Is the biggest challenge to all of this the road closures?
Absolutely. As you can imagine, closing 56 miles of a capital can be quite challenging.
So can we expect a pilot car? Talk to us about that.
Right. So we will have a lot of traffic control out for the event. We will have a pilot car situation near Warm Springs and Highway 21. The reason for that is the road just gets a little narrow, and with our athletes coming down and cars going by, it's a little too difficult to have 2-way vehicles as well. So we'll just have a pilot car in that one area getting people through. So if anybody's looking to go up to Lucky Peak or even further, we recommend coming in from Warm Springs because you will have a very difficult time getting across Federal.
I have to ask about triple-digit heat, the very real possibility of 100 degrees plus. Can you talk about athletes having to endure that?
Yeah, believe it or not, it's happening more and more as the years continue with the heat. So we have a really developed ice plan, and there's ice at every aid station, and cooling tents are set up. So and thankfully with the shade on the Greenbelt, that kind of keeps it a little cooler as well.
Somebody asked me yesterday about Ironman, and he said, well, where can I go to see that? And I said, well, chances are the race will come to you.
Absolutely. And because this event this year is a pro series, we will be broadcasting that live on our website.
And that was our George Prentice speaking with Ironman race director Jason Rashad about the event that's coming back to Boise this Saturday. You've been listening to the Idaho Matters podcast from Boise State Public Radio. To stay in touch, you can find quick Idaho daily news every morning when you subscribe to the Connector podcast. Just by listening, you're helping to support public radio right here in Idaho. And I want to say a big thank you for that.
Each story you hear on Planet Money starts with a question. What happens if we refund tariffs? Why are groceries so expensive? At NPR, we stand for your right to be curious because the forces shaping our world can be hard to see. Follow NPR's Planet Money wherever you get your podcasts and start seeing how the economy really works.